Hi, my name is Ian Utile, and I would like to speak with you about attn.live. We built a live podcasting software that allows podcasters to distribute their podcasts live, authentic, no pre-production, post-production needed, and they're able to do so through social media sites like YouTube and voice devices like Amazon's Lexi devices, and they can do it from any hardware, through any operating system. And so we're excited to talk with you a bit about that. My partner, Landry Worth, he's our CTO. He and I have been partnered together for almost 15 years. And the two of us, along with our team, were able to launch a successful company recently, and that was acquired last year. So we scaled to over $10 million of annual recurring SaaS revenue without raising money from institutional investors, and we hit number 76 on the Inc. list. The market right now is in a perfect position for a company like attn.live to scale quickly and successfully. Joe Rogan just inked a deal for $100 million with Spotify. There are now 34% of Americans have access to smart home devices like Amazon's Lexi devices, Google Assistant, Samsung Bixby. You have the growth of these voice devices explosive, right? Over 32% year-over-year growth. And then you have someone like Adam Carolla, who had broken all the records for the most number of people tuned in to a podcast recently. There are some major problems that we're looking to solve. And so the tech problem that we're solving is that centralization creates a lack of users' trust. The creator's problem is that about 99% of the 850,000 active podcasters are not profitable. And the consumer's problem is that touch-based interfaces, they just simply waste a lot of time. Our solution, we built a decentralized autonomous community. We automate podcast monetization, and we have a voice interface that will save time. Let me explain what I mean by that. Alexa, open attn.live.
Welcome to attn.live. Tell me the name of the channel you'd like to stream.
Ian Utile. Are not profitable. And the consumer's problem is that touch-based interfaces, they just simply waste a lot of time. Our solution, we built a decentralized autonomous community. We automate podcast monetization, and we have a voice interface that will save time. Alexa, let me explain. Stop. So I am live streaming right now while I do my presentation for you. If you want to see a full 15-minute demo, right behind me is the Treehouse that I live in, and I did a fun demo inside that space, and you're welcome to take a look at that. If you're more quick, just tell me what I need to know. Our CTO, Landry, he created 4 little 1-minute demos, kind of a product demo 101 through 401. We have a voice interface, as I've demonstrated for you. We create content from any device, like this old iPhone that I'm live streaming right now from, and eventually the watches and the rings and the headsets and the VR sets and the fridges. Like, we want people to create content from anywhere. Goes through our system, gets audio conditioned in the cloud, and then we create an NFT so our podcasters can automatically sell, trade, and license their content. Also, content editing is very seamless, and it's going to make it easy for a podcaster to create a whole collection, kind of a whole channel or a radio station, if you will, of their content that they can interrupt spontaneously or scheduled. And finally, distribution. As I mentioned, we distribute currently. I'm live streaming to YouTube right now. I'm live streaming to Amazon's devices right now. This podcast will be sent, the archive, to Spotify and iTunes and SoundCloud as well. It's more than just Landry and myself. There's a few folks that have built companies with Landry and I for several years. And so we are already distributed, right? We're already spread out. California, Eastern Europe, the Caribbean, like, we're already all over the place. And so we're used to working seamlessly. And so COVID had no impact. If anything, COVID has had a massive impact on the market's desire for our product that we've been working on for 2.5 years, which doesn't make me happy, because I'm concerned with the things that have happened with COVID and other things. But it is what it is, and so we recognize that. We recognize it's a great opportunity for us right now. Now we figured out our go-to-market strategy, our total addressable market, our timeline for how we're going to be bringing our product first to the enterprise, then to small and mid-sized businesses. And if we earn it, if we're good enough, we would love the opportunity to bring it to the globe as a global platform where there's no touch, just a voice interface, a fully functioning, decentralized, autonomous community that's run by smart contracts and machine learning. When we look at SaaS companies and we say like, hey, who are the category leaders? How many customers do they have? What's their revenue? What's their market cap? These are the folks that we're looking at as examples. When we look at other global platforms, same types of questions. How many users? How big is their community? You know, we believe that what Twitter's done with text messaging and what YouTube's done with video, that we have a chance to do with voice. Our timeline, most important thing, hey, we're debt-free. We're self-funded. We don't even have a runway. Because we don't have any expenses, right? We're just two partners that know how to launch companies, and we worked on this for 2.5 years, and we have a big team. Of course, we pay our contractors to do work for us, but since we're able to fund that, we've gotten to this point. We finished product, I'll call it 0.7. We finished our 14-page white paper, which is our global declaration to the world of the problem that we're solving, and then our 8-page invention disclosure for our patent. Right now, we're looking for one investor, the first human, man, woman, or organization that writes a check to us and says, we will take that role as your lead investor on this $10 million round. That's what we're looking for. And then we will onboard our first client, which will allow us to be at $250,000 of monthly recurring revenue. And I understand that's a lot of money, but there's a reason for that. We've structured these deals in a way that makes the most sense for our clients, and that just happens to be the price point that allows us to bring them the most value. And then our second milestone is to complete our product 1.0 ready for market. Finally, I will leave you with this thought. Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Apple, Samsung, they're all about $1 trillion market cap companies, some actually much larger. They are all in on voice. I mean, they could not be more invested in voice technology. And I think Forbes had it right as they surveyed the land and they looked and they see where are the biggest companies in the world investing the most amount of their resources, money, and talent. And I'm not discounting augmented reality and virtual reality and, you know, brain interfaces. Okay, hey, I know there's even more exciting things, but you know, the reality is, hey, we know how to speak and listen. It's just what humans do. It's what we've always done, right? We've always communicated by voice. And so I think Forbes has it right when they say voice technology is disrupting modern computing and investors should be listening. If you'd like to talk with me more about what we're doing at Attention Live, I'm interested in talking with you. We are a Puerto Rican headquartered company. We have offices in Europe and San Francisco. I work out of the Twitter headquarters. You can contact me directly on my cell phone, 831-566-9692, or you could schedule time with me at calendly.com/Ian Utile. Thank you so much for your attention.